Welcome to Easy Money MMA. Let's look at last week's result. Very unfortunate, had two very big plays, but the fight got cancelled. I got Oban Elliott when he was minus 300. He got to minus 700 and I placed 5 units on that. Yeah, that felt really bad because I got in at the best timing and I also put in a lot of effort to tape study it, so it doesn't feel good. Bolaji Oki was a pretty obvious pick. His opponent was moving up a weight class, being smaller, also a short notice fight. Bolaji Oki also seeming like he's getting into his groove. So 1.5 units on him was very comfortable. Zach Reese, pretty shit performance. Still drop a little bit on him because I thought his opponent is definitely still a level below him. Was not a good performance, but so happy to get that win. But yeah, definitely Zach Reese would never be someone that I would trust with big units on at this moment. Unfortunately, Ludovic Klein didn't deliver at the end. I thought his takedown defense would be on point. We'll be able to defend a couple of Gamrot's takedown defense. And maybe when Gamrot starts to get tired, he's going to start outpointing him on the feet, because I feel like he's definitely more dynamic and more dangerous. Gamrot just shows he's on another level of his grappling for sure. Okay, so let's look at UFC 315. If Jose Aldo didn't get robbed, that would have been a huge night for us. Our max bet, Navajo Sterling, completely destroyed his opponent. Played out exactly the way that I expected. Jose Aldo also won 2.5 rounds, man. That was so obvious a robbery. I feel really bad for him. His retirement fight, getting robbed by Ayman Zahabi. Marc-Andre Barrios at even money was a very good play in hindsight. Too bad Bilal didn't perform the way that I thought he would. Yeah, JDM really improved a lot. Good on him. Yeah, JDM got taken down and almost lost to Gilbert. So I thought Bilal would have a way easier time with him, but JDM shows that he made crazy improvements in the year. Good for him. Good for the sport. Unfortunately, I lost a spot bet, but it is how it is. Okay, so let's get on to this week's bets. Yeah, there's quite a few really big opportunities I have for you guys. You guys should be really happy about it. So Joe Pyfer versus Calvin Gastelum. This fight was something that I had quite a while already. Well, right now, we're still going to be playing it. I got him at minus 260, and this will be a 5-unit max bet. It's one of the most confident bets. I think Calvin Gastelum, he's undersized. He's not very disciplined. He's a flabby guy who should be a 170 pounder, to be honest. He shouldn't be fighting at 185. If you look at his fight against Rodriguez, he was actually clipped quite a few times. And I don't think he can take shots like that against Joe Pyfer. I feel like he's quite hittable and his style is not going to end very well for him. Pyfer is very talented and he was like really sick against Jack Hermanson as well. So I don't think that was a good representation of what he's capable of. Yeah, it's one of my favorite spots at the moment. Yeah, lots of bets this week. You guys will be very happy about it. So the second bet will be Azamat. I actually got him at minus 370 way before the odds got really shit. It got up to minus 600 and bounced back a little bit. I still feel like he's a really good parlay piece at this point. Yeah, this guy is really good. He's very underrated. I feel like his shot selection, his power, he's a very special guy, a real sniper with his overhand, with his straight shots. So yeah, I really see him beating quite a few guys in his weight class. I'm very high on Azamat actually. I feel like a 3-unit play will be a pretty good position to have here. I was betting a lot of money on him against Johnny Walker as well. Okay, so Azamat will be the parlay piece that we're using this week for sure. We're putting 3 units on him. Let's get on to our next bet. Josh Van. I'm going to be putting 2 units on Josh. I feel like this guy is really something quite special. He's been showing really good improvements, insane takedown defense. I really like his skill set, his body shots, his performance against guys in the flyweight. I really think he should be able to outclass Bruno Silva in that sense. It's only way that he lost if he gets KO, like something like Charles Johnson, like a uppercut that comes out of nowhere or something. I think this is the only way he loses is his chin. If his chin is not an issue, I have 100% faith that he should be the better fighter out there. But yeah, because of the worry about the chin, I'm also not putting crazy amount of money on him. So 2 units on Josh, parlay with Azamat will be the second bet of this week. Okay, let's get on to our next bet. Yeah, Quillan Salkid will be the other parlay piece that we'll be using today. You can parlay him with Azamat for 1 unit. Very confident play as well. But in general, I don't usually drop huge units on new fighters because UFC jitter is definitely a real thing. Okay, so the last bet of this week will be Merab. I think the way Merab beat Sean the first fight was a really clear and dominating performance. And the way he beat him, I feel like it's a physicality edge. I think Merab has a style that is very hard to adjust to. How do you, in a few months, be be able to compete with that gas tank, be able to defend all that takedowns, be able to defend all that power. So I feel like this is a really bad matchup against Sean. I do worry a little bit because Sean does have a big fan base. So I feel like if there's going to be a robbery, maybe it could happen to this fight, who knows. But I definitely think that this fight will play out very similar to the first one. So Merab will definitely be a pretty high confident pick. Yeah, so you can parlay Merab 1 unit with Quillen Salkid. That'll be our other parlay piece. So our first bet of this week will be 5 units, Joe Piper. Second bet will be Azuma and Josh Van parlay. Okay, so these will be the bets for this week. Hope you guys till it and best of luck.